Welcome back, guys. Premier League football is back here. It's been an interesting start to the season. It's been a very good start to the season for Manchester United. Manchester United have just beaten Leeds 5-1 at home. Fans are back. Bruno with a hat trick. Pogba with 4 assists. Greenwood with wonderful finish. And Fred with a nice goal. So first of all, it's been I've been raring to come back to Premier League to watch Premier League because it's been so long since I had seen Premier League, and it's just having Premier League football back in the weekends is the best feeling ever, and we just came back in a wonderful fashion. 5-1, and I mean the game was such a nice game because first of all we saw Varane getting announced, which was a very nice thing, and I saw we saw Sancho also there today, playing some few minutes, and he looked sharp with through balls and all. But all in all, today was a very good performance. Big shout out to McTominay today. Everybody has criticized McTominay. Today also I was very doubtful about McFred when he picked up because Dan James also was there. So I was like, I mean, I don't know what he's looking for because there was no Martial, and it looked little shaky lineup, but all in all, it worked out for Oli. Oli's tactical plan was there. Oli was there. Oli knew what he was doing, and that's what it is. And Pogba had a wonderful game from the midfield. All the passes were from the deep. Very good passes. Very first time passes. The first goal where Bruno just put it in nicely controlled. I mean, all the people who say that Bruno is a penalty merchant, man, he just scored a hat trick, and that also all of them one of the nicest goals. Especially the third goal which he took from where Lindelof put it from the back and he just hit it on the volley. I mean, on the top corner. I mean, how many midfielders who could do this at this rate? Like there are very few midfielders. And I think he's not a penalty merchant. I think he was just run down by Oli last season because they were playing so many games, and he just got tired, and now he has come back. And I think that if there is a player who has Manchester United written all over him is Bruno Fernandes. He's the type of the player United needs. And big shout out to Pogba. His last year, I don't know if he's going to sign a extension or not. I mean, by judging by the looks of the game, somebody says that hey, let's give him a contract. I think it's bit reactionary. We still have like 38, 37 games to go, and at the end of the season, if he has done well, then sure, give him that 400k if he's that worth it. But then today he is the player we could not replace. We cannot replace, even if PSG were paying us what 100 mil, because sometimes some players are difficult to replace, and that's why I think it was a good decision that we didn't sell him this summer. And even if you look at the way that we played today, we started off very slowly. Like legit, we started off very slowly. We didn't press enough. The tempo was slow. First 15-20 minutes we were very just looking here and there. There was one great chance where Greenwood just megged one of the Leeds player and gave it to Pogba, and Pogba just hit it wide of the post. I think Pogba should have scored. It was his goal. But except that, we didn't create any clear cut chances, and then suddenly Pogba due to the mistake of the goalkeeper, whatever his name is, he McTominay passed it to Pogba. Pogba first time passed it to Bruno, and that was goal, and that's how it started. So first half was one of the amazing performance I've seen from McTominay for a long time. I think McTominay, the way he plays, the box to box midfielder going in, he also saved that goal that was going in. If you remember the where Lindelof was beaten by Bramford, McTominay came in and headed out the ball for the corner. I think that was one key moment where McTominay was there. McTominay was winning all of the second balls he was winning. Van Bissaka was also helping tremendously. Dan James and Van Bissaka were working out. Dan James I mean, he had a decent game, out of 10, I would give him 5.5. He was just doing what he does, running up and down the field. I mean, one or two crosses here and there. But, Dan James is not a United player. That's something I know for sure, because if you see Sancho or somebody, or Rashford or even Greenwood play in the wing, they do not play like him. And I think Dan James has to be dropped. But then, you know, um, till the time Sancho is like 100% fit to play, I think he's a good, replacement. Anyway, coming down to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw was immense today. The way he ran down the channels, the shots that he took, the link up play with Pogba, with Bruno, with Maguire. I think it was a great game by Luke Shaw, and I think his form is still going to be there. Everybody says, he has to have the consistency. I think he's going to show us the consistency that he has, and as the commentator said, he sat down Mourinho. I think that's an important thing for him also. Mentally also he has grown. I think Lindelof had a pretty good game. Maguire had a decent game. Maguire was solid at the back. David De Gea was also solid at the back. There was no real threat which came, and they were not able to overcome, because Leeds are a very fast team. So for them to keep up the pace, and to make sure that they don't get counterattacked like we did last season when we got counterattacked by Spurs, where we lost 6-1. So today they kept up the pace, and they kept up the, what do you call, they kept up the everything, with the tempo of the game. And then Bruno did what he had to do. Bruno just, I mean, the way he linked up, the way the goals came in, he was initial to every bit of passes of play which was important to United. He was there around. He was playing like a false nine. He did I forgot that he was playing as a scam, but it just looked like he was playing like a false nine. And today we didn't have Rashford, Cavani up top. We didn't have a out and out striker with us who's going to lead the line. But it was all either Greenwood sometimes changing places with Bruno, or Dan James coming in between. But it still worked out. I think that's what we have to look forward to. The way we set our team to play. And I know it's first game of the season. People can say, like, it would be too early to say that we are in for the title. I mean, for me, to win a title, you got to win every game. 38 games, you win all of them, you win a title. So that's what I'm looking for. Like every game, if we win it and we don't slip up in the crucial games, I think we could do it. We can't just say that we are not the team to do it, because Varane is coming in, Sancho is coming in. So those two players are crucial to it. And then Martial is back, and Martial looks fit. Martial looks strong. Matic looks commanding whenever he came on. You know, I don't know when Donny Van de Beek is going to get a chance, but Donny also in the preseason looked good. So overall, United had a field day, and you had 75,000 people in the stadium, and they just sat Leeds down. And I think it's going to be very difficult for the away team to take points, because last night we saw how Brentford fans were so astonishingly amazing, had so much support, and they just sat down Arsenal too. Crowd breaks the spirit also. Yeah, that's it for the review. GG and you.